Hi, wait, who is this?
Ginger.
Ginger.
All right.
Hi,
Lay down, girl. Lay down.
very excited. Hi, Krista.
Hey, Krista.
Hey, Julie, good morning.
Good morning.
Where are you, Julie? Where do you live?
Westfield.
Okay.
And you?
I'm in Cranford.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yep. So you're doing okay?
Yeah, doing okay.
Yeah.
Hanging in there.
Okay. You got groceries and toilet paper?
Yeah. My business has gone kaputs.
What business are you in?
Well, I fit people with artificial limbs and braces, and so it's.
Never knew that.
I'm maintaining my current patients, but doctors aren't doing elective surgeries, so that trickles down to me.
What? I've never even really heard of that. What's like your official title?
Careful now. I'm a prosthetist.
Prosthetist.
See how that could get confusing.
Yeah.
So
I've never even heard of that.
That's someone that fits a person with artificial limbs. And then I'm an orthotist, and that's the practice of fitting people with braces, like back braces, knee braces.
That is so fascinating. How did you get into that?
I'm a nurse by background.
Okay.
And I kind of migrated into this.
Okay.
And in fact, because my business has gone kaputs, I'm getting back into the nursing world.
Really?
Yeah.
Ginger.
No,
She's like, I want to be a part of this conversation. Right?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm, it looks like I'm going to be starting at Atlantic Health's COVID call center on Monday.
Wow.
Yeah.
What does that mean? You're going to like just take calls of
I think
people
so. Yeah.
Wow.
Help
Good for
schedule
you for like
appointments.
making like like contributing and like figuring out how to like tailor what you do to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's pretty interesting to get back into a career that you had left over 25 years ago.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And the background check that they put you through is just incredible.
I was going to say, like, I mean, I'm sure they need a lot of nurses and any kind of help, but I can't even imagine going through that process right now.
Oh, it's a machine, and it is so automated. So it was good.
Yeah.
It was thorough. But anyway, enough of me.
So yeah, feel free to turn your video off if you want. I want to say hi, but it's up to you.
Lisa, you have 3 more people joining us.
Okay, cool. Who is it?
The other Julie Melandro, Rachel, and Jennifer.
Okay. Who's Jennifer?
Jennifer Hunt. She looks like she's brand new.
Oh.
Good.
I don't know who she is.
Okay. Cool. How are you?
Westfield.
Okay. Nice.
Not too far.
No, not too far at all. So do we want to wait for Julie, Krista?
Oh, that's right. Let me see if she unsigned up.
So have you taken any live stream classes before, Jen?
Oh yeah. I've been doing
Oh, good. So you're doing the whole like live streaming all the time. Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like I'm actually maybe taking more classes than usual because things are live streaming. And there's pre-record, so I can do it whenever I want. It's really kind of wild.
I know. I was thinking you could literally take classes from all over the world right now. You know,
Right.
I've got some teachers that are kind of, not based in the area.
Yeah, no, I think this is going to change things for sure. I think a lot of places are going to keep doing it even after.
Yeah. I hope so, actually.
Yeah, me too. I like the idea of it. In the summertime, especially, I have little kids and they're like not in school. I found it really hard to practice last year. So
yeah, I bet.
Lisa, if you want to begin, I think she's just gonna pop in whenever she's done.
Okay.
She's doing.
That sounds good.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna mute everybody, but if you want to chat with Lisa, you could just unmute yourself. All right, have a great.
Well, I'm gonna do a combo of demoing, and then if you want to. and come and check your alignment, do that. If you'd rather just practice privately, it's up to you. So we're gonna start in child's pose. So just come onto your mat, sit your hips towards your heels, and then bring your forehead onto the mat. Reach your arms out in front of you nice and long. And just take your knees as wide as you can. Maybe rock your forehead from side to side. Awakening your third eye, the center of intuition. And just let yourself surrender and melt onto the mat. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open up your mouth, sigh it out. And I just invite you today through this practice to really concentrate on feeling whatever feelings you need to feel. Anything that comes up for you, feel what you have to feel and just embrace it. Let the feelings come through you, wash over you like a wave. And that's really it. If you can focus on whatever you're feeling in the present moment, that will just keep you grounded, and it's a good way to practice. So let's try to focus on that today, just allowing whatever feelings to come up, physically, mentally, emotionally. Reach the arms out in front of you, stretch your fingertips to the front of your mat. Take another breath in. Open up your mouth, sigh out. Ha. And then slowly walk your hands towards your knees, coming into your tabletop position. Coming into a few rounds of cat-cow. Bring your shoulders over your wrists, hips over the knees. And then tuck your toes, drop your belly, and lift your gaze. Take a breath in. Exhale, round out through the upper back. Untuck your toes and gaze at your navel. Drishti is in between your legs. Press the floor away. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round out through the upper back. Untuck the toes and gaze at your navel. A few more rounds just like that to wake up your spine. You can exaggerate the movements, moving your hips from side to side, maybe bending one elbow and the next. Do whatever feels right for you. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Deep exhale. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, come into your downward facing dog. And spread all 10 fingers nice and wide. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling. And start to pedal out your feet, bending one knee and then the next. And keep pressing your chest towards your thighs. Coming into your Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out through the nose. Nice and loud. And then lift your right leg up. Bend your knees, stack your hips open, and just take a few knee circles here, opening up your hips. Bring the right leg back down to your mat, lift your left leg up, bend the knees, stack the hips open, and do the same thing here, just taking a few circles with your knees, bringing the knee toward your body and then away. Whatever feels good, stretch that leg out if it feels good. And then bring the left foot to meet the right. Come back into your down dog. Inhale. Exhale. And then slowly take teeny tiny baby steps, walking your feet towards your hands at the top of your mat. And then hang in your ragdoll. You can grab opposite elbows. Yeah, grab opposite elbows. Maybe you grab behind your shin. Just let your head drop. Let your neck Really release crown of the head coming towards the floor. And then try to bend your knees if you need, dropping your belly onto the knees. And just really let go here. Coming back into the breath, into the present moment. Away from all the thoughts in your head, just focusing on your body for the time being, feeling whatever whatever feelings come up, whatever you need to feel. Slowly roll up to stand, one vertebrae at a time. Your head comes up last. Bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Ground down through your feet. Hands are at prayer. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And we'll start class to the sound of one Om. Inhale. Inhale the arms all the way up, look up. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Press your palms into your shins. Lengthen your neck away from your tailbone. Gaze at the top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, plant both hands down. Step back into your high plank. Again, shoulders come over the wrists. You're high on your tippy toes. And then start to really create your strong foundation. Press into your palms, round out through the upper back. Pull the belly in and up away from your shirt. And keep coming onto your tippy toes. Your thighs are active, your thighs are engaged. And just hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can lower down halfway into your chaturanga or bring your knees to the mat and lower down through a supported chaturanga and coming into your cobra pose. Pressing your forearms into the mat, taking a slight back bend here. Tops of the feet press into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take 3 full breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe in through the nose. Breath out through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Look in between your hands, bend your knees, walk, hop, float to the top of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. We're gonna pick up the pace a little bit here. Inhale the arms all the way up, look up. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands down, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana, or coming down onto your knees, coming into your cobra or upward facing dog, downward facing dog. So modify as much as you need to. I'm nursing a little shoulder injury, so I'm gonna be modifying all of my chaturangas, but feel free to come into a full chaturanga if you want. Take another breath in. Breath out. Look in between the hands, bend the knees, hop, walk, float, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, look all the way up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step it back, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take another 3 full cycles of breath here. Connecting your breath with your movement, heating up your body through the Ujjayi breath. Nice and loud, inhaling and exhaling. Bend your knees, hop, walk, float to the top of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale, chair pose. So in your chair, start to set it up from the feet from your foundation. Bring your big toes to touch. Your heels can be slightly apart. And start to shift your weight into your heels. Your shin bones are pressing towards the wall behind you. And then sit your hips low, tucking your tailbone down towards the floor. And then pulling in the belly into the spine and then reaching the arms up towards the sky. Bring your arms closer to your ears so that you can't see them from your periphery. You can't even see your triceps from your periphery. Sit a little bit deeper and keep sending the shin bones towards the wall behind you. Inhale, exhale, feeling your strength here, your power. Another breath in. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Hug it in, knee to nose. Squeeze and round out through your upper back. And then step the right foot through in between your hands. If you need to walk it, help it through, go for that. Just bring the foot in between the hands, come high up onto the ball of your left foot, and come into your high crescent lunge. Press your right foot, your right big toe into the mat. Knee is stacked right over the ankle, so you have a nice deep bend in that front knee. And keep reaching up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, plant both hands down to frame your right foot. Step back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Hug it in, knee to nose, squeeze. Pull that foot closer towards your belly. Look in between your hands and then step it in between your hands. Coming up into your high crescent lunge. The right heel stacks over the toes. So your right heel stacks over your right toes. And then keep squaring your hips to the front of the room. Bring the left hip back and allow your right hip to shift forward. Reach the arms up, take a breath in. Exhale, plant both hands down. Step the left foot to meet the right. Chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one breath in. Breath out. Bend the knees, look in between the hands. Hop, walk, float, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit the hips down, pull the belly in and squeeze. And then forward fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, high to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Step the foot in between the hands, high crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the hands down, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Moving on to the left side, lift the left leg up. Look in between the hands, step the foot in between the hands, high crescent lunge on the inhale. Chaturanga dandasana on the exhale. Plant the hands down, step back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Breath out. Bend the knees, hop, walk, float, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Last sun B here. Sit your hips down a little bit deeper. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. High crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, left leg lifts. Step the foot in between the hands. Reach up, look up in your high crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the hands down, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Deep breath out. One more time, breath in, breath out. Lift the right leg up. Again, hug it in, squeeze the knee towards the nose. Look in between your hands and step that foot in between the hands. Maybe you come onto your fingertips first. Take that right foot forward a little bit more so you're really getting a nice lunge here. And then come all the way up into your high crescent lunge again. You're keeping that deep bend in your right knee, and notice your left leg. So bring attention to your left leg. Get that left heel stacking over the toes. So maybe that'll shift you forward a little bit more. And then come up into your high crescent lunge. Stay here for a minute. Find your stability, find your balance. And then bring your left arm forward, your right arm back, coming into your high crescent lunge twist. So again, focus your attention on your navel, pull the belly into the spine, and make the twist from your belly. It's not coming from your low back, it's coming from your belly. Left arm is reaching to the front of the room, right arm reaching to the back. Stay here for another 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Come deeper into that front knee. Yep, inhale. Exhale, come back into your high crescent lunge center. And then spin that back heel down, coming into your warrior 2. So you're keeping that bend in your right knee, 90-degree angle in the right knee. Your back heel, your left heel is planted right into the mat. And your arms are reaching up. Keep them level, so maybe lift that left arm up a little bit higher so it's in line with your right. Gaze over your right middle finger. Take a breath in and out. Flip your front palm, reach all the way up and back. Your left arm can come down your left leg, or maybe you can grab your right hip crease coming into a bind here. Reach that top arm up and really think about lengthening through the right side body. So you're feeling that nice stretch all the way on the right side of your body. Reach that right arm to the back of the room. Inhale. Exhale, bring the right hand down towards the floor, or you can bring your right elbow or right forearm onto your right thigh. Left arm is peeling open towards the ceiling. So just find your what feels right for you here. You can keep the arm on the knee or on the thigh, or you can bring the right hand down towards the floor. Left arm is reaching up to the ceiling. Just play with that, feel what feels right. Maybe you can take your right elbow and press your right knee towards the right side of the room, opening up the hip a little bit more. And then think about extending your side angle. Bring your left arm over your ear, palm facing down towards the floor. And then maybe you can lift the right arm up towards the left hand, like you're holding a big beach ball. And just play. Keep opening up the chest towards the left side. Reach the arms to the front of the room. Hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Look down towards your feet. Bring both hands down to the mat, coming into your lizard pose. So you're going to bring your right pinky next to your right big toe. And your left foot, you're going to pivot the left toes to the front of your mat. Drop your left knee onto the mat. Untuck the toes. And maybe this is your lizard, where you're on your palms, gazing to the front of the room. And then maybe you can go a little bit deeper here by coming onto your forearms. So play with what feels right for you. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can lift your left knee up off the mat, peeling open your right foot onto the right edge of your foot. But find what feels right for you here. I'm going to just check in with everyone's alignment. And you're going to stay here for 5 full breaths. Nice. Keep opening up through the chest. That looks good, Jen. Really good. Yep. And if you want to go deeper, you can lift that left knee up away from the floor, coming onto the toes. Yeah, that looks great. Great job, guys. Nice, Rachel. Keep breathing here. Another breath in. Breath out. And then keep your left hand down to the floor. So if you're on your forearms, come back onto your palms. Bring your left hand onto the mat, and then bring your right arm up. Your left knee will be up off the mat, coming into your simple twist. Again, open up the chest, gaze at your top hand. Stay here for another breath. And then bring your right hand down to the floor, step the right foot back to meet the left, and then come into your side plank. You're going to bring your right hand to the center of your mat. And we have a lot of options here. So you can drop onto the right knee and lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. Or you can come into the full side plank where you roll onto the outer edge of your right foot, stack the left foot on top of the right, and reach that left arm up towards the ceiling. Wherever you are, keep lifting the hips away from your mat. Maybe you can take that top leg, the left leg, and come into a tree. Keep reaching that left arm up towards the ceiling for 3, 2, 1. Look down, bring your left hand down to the mat. Left foot meets the right, and then take your flow. Lower down into your low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in here. Breath out. Maybe pedal out your feet again. Move your hips from side to side. And then we're going to do it again on the left side. So you're going to lift your left leg up. Hug it in, knee to nose. Step the foot in between the hands. Come onto your fingertips. Make sure you can find your balance here. And then think about coming onto the tippy toes of your right foot as the crown of your head comes to the front of the room. And then lift up into your high crescent lunge. Keep that bend in the left knee. And then bring your right hand to the front of the room. Left arm comes to the back of the room. Keep reaching that right arm forward, left arm back. Keep bending into that left knee. And again, check in with your right leg. Think about pressing the back of your right thigh up towards the ceiling. And then come back to your high crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, spin the right foot down to the mat, coming into your warrior 2. Open up into your warrior 2. Keeping that bend in your left knee. Gazing out at the left middle finger. Flip your front palm, reach up, reach all the way back. Right hand slides down the right thigh, or it comes to your left hip crease. Breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. Left hand can come onto the left thigh, left forearm onto left thigh, right arm up to the ceiling. Or you can bring that left hand down all the way to the floor or onto a block. And then extending your side angle, bring the right arm over your right ear. Palm faces down to the floor. And then the left arm comes up to meet the right. Holding that big beach ball in your hands for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look down at your feet, bring both hands down. Left pinky is next to your left big toe. And pivot onto that right foot. Bring all the toes of your right foot to face the front of your mat. And then coming into your lizard pose, lower the right knee down to the mat, untuck your toes, and then stay here if this is deep enough for you, or come onto your forearms. So again, noticing that each side is different. So maybe on this side, you just stay up on your palms, and you can open up onto the knife edge of your left foot. Really think about opening up the hips. If that feels okay, maybe you come down onto your forearms. Maybe you lift that right knee away from your mat. Staying here for 5 breaths. Come onto your palms if you're not already there. And then plant your right hand down, lift your left arm up to the ceiling. Lift that right knee away from the mat, coming into your simple twist. Bring both hands down to the floor, step the left foot to meet the right, and then come into your side plank on the left side. Bring the left hand to the center of the mat. Bring the left knee down or keep it up. Right arm up to the ceiling. Nice. Beautiful. Lift that top leg up or bring it into tree. You guys are all doing amazing. Come back into your high plank and then take your flow. Nice work, ladies. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice, guys. Take a full breath in, full breath out. Look in between your hands, hop, walk, float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. So again, check in with your pose. Set your pose from your foundation. Ground down into all 4 corners of both feet. Make sure you can see your toes. If not, just press the knees back towards the wall behind you. And then keep sitting down a little bit deeper. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center, and then twist over to the right side. Maybe you can hook your left elbow to the outside of your right knee, if that's available for you. Otherwise, you can just keep your elbow right in between the knees, but keep twisting open to the right side. Open up your arms to deepen the twist here. Sit the hips back a little bit deeper. Press the left elbow into the right knee to open up and twist open even more. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist over to the left side. Again, hooking the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. And use that leverage of pressing the right elbow into the left knee to lift your belly away from your thigh and then open up your twist. All the while staying deep in your chair. Nice. Beautiful, guys. Come back to center. Exhale, forward fold, release. Yogi toe lock. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Bring your feet hips width distance apart. And then bend your elbows, pulling the crown of your head towards the floor. Let go. Release here. Let the tension drain away from your body. Release your toes, slowly roll up to stand one vertebrae at a time, bringing your arms up overhead. Exhale your hands through heart center, and then come back into your chair pose. If you need to towel off, grab a drink, go for that. But we're gonna meet back in our chair pose. Perfect, chair pose, and we're gonna come into eagle from our chair pose. So bring your right thigh over the left, and then bring your right arm under, your left arm on top. Maybe your palms can meet. And just think about sitting a little bit deeper here. So once you're in your eagle wrap, sit the hips back down like you're in your chair. Lift your elbows up until they're about shoulder height, and then move your palms away from your face. Find that drishti. If you need to bring your right big toe to the floor for balance, do that. Find the drishti and the breath. Look for that point in front of you that's not moving and focus on it. Inhale the arms all the way up, release. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, eagle on the left side. Left thigh crosses over the right. Left arm comes under, right arm on top. Wiggle, shake, do what you have to do before you can find your balance. Sit the hips a little bit deeper. Pull that belly in to engage your core here. One more breath in. Exhale, release the arms up towards the ceiling. And then come back into your Tadasana. Hug the right knee into the chest. And stay here if you're working on your balance, or you can take your peace finger to your big toe, right peace finger to the right big toe, and slowly straighten the leg out to the front of the room or off to the side. Maybe you're just bringing your knee to the right side. So find what feels right for you. Keep pressing into that left toe mound like crazy. Keep driving the right heel to the right side of the room. Inhale, bring the leg back to center. And on your exhale, extend the right leg out behind you, coming into your airplane or warrior. Flex your right foot, and then turn your toes to face your mat. Your hands can be wherever you want. You can reach them out in front of you. You can bring them to prayer, or you can reach them back behind you with the palms facing down to the floor. Nice kitty cat, Rachel. Nice, beautiful. One more breath in. Exhale, half moon. Bring the left hand down to the floor or a block. And if you can keep that right leg lifted, great. If not, just find the pose. When you can, bring the left hand down to the floor. Right arm up to the ceiling. And if you have a block or a water bottle, you can use that. Bring the left hand down to the floor, water bottle or block. Right arm up to the ceiling. And then peel that chest open to the right side. Lift your right leg up a little bit more. The heel stacks over the toes. And keep peeling the chest open, gazing at your top hand if you can. Take another breath in. Exhale, look down at both feet. Keep that right leg lifted for your standing split. Bring both hands down to the floor or onto a block. And square your hips to face your mat. So you want your both hips to be facing down to the mat. Right toes are facing to the mat. Maybe you can grab your left ankle with your left hand. Maybe you can grab your right, whatever feels good. You can even go for handstand hops. Hold here for another 3 breaths. And then bring your right foot to meet your left, forward fold. Inhale, slowly roll up to stand, reaching your arms up overhead, taking a back bend at the top. And then bring your hands to heart center, shake it out, take a breath. How's everybody doing? Nice. You guys look good. And now hug the left knee into the chest. Grab the big toe, or just stay holding onto your knee. Extend the leg out to the front of the room. Open it up to the side. And each side is different. I'm way more wobbly on this side today. So listen to that. Respect wherever your body is. Wobble, shake. And then bring your leg back to center. Extend the left leg out behind you, coming into your airplane. Drishti is out in front of you, a few feet in front of you. There's a slight lift in your chest like you're in your up dog. Maybe if you're reaching your arms back, make sure the palms face down to the floor. And keep dialing that left hip towards the mat. Slowly bring the right hand down to the floor, a block, the water bottle. And open up the left arm towards the ceiling. Spiraling your chest to the left side of the room. Half moon, reaching that top arm up. Reaching the left leg up if you can, a little bit more, a couple more inches. Exhale, bring both hands down to the floor onto blocks, standing split. Left toes are pressing down to the floor. Flex that left foot away from you. Keep reaching the left leg out behind you. Drop your head. Maybe you grab the right foot with your right hand, right ankle with your right hand. Maybe you do it with the left. And then bring your left foot to meet the right. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant both hands down, high to low plank. Take your flow here or skip it and meet me back in down dog, up to you. If you're taking your vinyasa, come into your upward facing dog and then press into your downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Step the foot in between the hands, come into your warrior one. Spin that back heel down. Keep that 90-degree angle in your right leg. Reach your arms up. For one breath, open up warrior two. And then slowly straighten that right knee out and surf the body to the front of the room. Reach that right arm to the front of the room. And then bring it down to the outside of your right foot. Left arm peels open to the ceiling. Here in your triangle pose. Nice. Beautiful. Jen, press that your top hip towards the wall behind you a little bit more. Yep. Reach that right arm up, that left arm up. Nice. Stay here for another breath. And on your exhale, come back up into your warrior two. And you're gonna turn all 10 toes to face the long edge of your mat. So you're just gonna turn your right toes in. And we're gonna come into our goddess squat. So from here, bring your heels in towards each other. Let your toes open up to the sides of your mat. And then come into your squat. Your knees are right over your toes. Sink your hips down so that your hips are in line with your thighs. Bring your arms up, cactus out your arms. Bring your thumb and forefinger to touch and come into your goddess squat. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A few small pulses down to the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn all 10 toes to face the front of your mat. Come into your pyramid pose. You're going to bring your feet like into railroad tracks. So bring your right foot towards the right edge of your mat, left foot towards the left edge of your mat. Square your hips. Bring the right hip back, left hip forward. Maybe you can straighten out that right knee. If you need to keep a little micro bend, go for that. And then slowly fold over that right leg. Your hands can be right in front of you, framing your front foot. They can be on blocks. Or maybe you can bring your hands behind your low back, interlacing them behind your low back. If you're interlacing them behind your low back, reach the arms out and then think about bringing the palms away from your low back. So really opening up the shoulders. Try to release your head down towards your shin. Yep, really nice. Let all the tension go from your neck. Beautiful. And then bring your left hand down to the floor, coming into twisting triangle. Left hand to the floor onto a block. Bring your right hand to your low back and slowly twist your heart open towards the right side of the room. If that feels okay, lift the right arm up and reach through those right fingertips. Spread the fingertips, send energy out through the fingertips. Ground both heels down into the mat and twist open here. Really think about twisting and releasing all the toxins, all the stress. Stay here for another breath. Look down at your feet, bend your right knee. Bring your left hand down to the inside of your right foot, and then bring your right arm up. You might need to walk that left foot back a little bit more, coming into a simple twist. Look down at your feet, bring both hands to the inside of your right foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left, and then come into your side plank on the right side. Again, drop onto that right knee if you need to. Peel the heart open to the left side, left fingertips up towards the ceiling. Bring both hands down, step the right foot to meet the left, take your flow, or skip it and meet in down dog. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Hug it in knee to nose. Step the foot in between the hands. Warrior one. Spinning that right heel down towards the mat. Stay here for one breath. Open up warrior two. Take another breath in. And then slowly straighten that left knee out. Reach the left arm to the front of the room. Left hand to the outside of the left foot, right arm up, triangle pose. Keep lifting that top arm, the right arm, up and back. Keep grounding into the right edge, the outer edge of your right foot. So really energy in both legs here. One more breath in. Bend into your left knee, come back for your warrior two. And then turn your left toes in to face the long edge of your mat. And come into your goddess squat. Heels come in, toes turn out. And again, deep bend in your knees, bringing your knees in line with your hips. Cactus out the arms, thumbs and forefingers together. And then stay here for 5, 4, really pulling that belly in, tailbone sinking down towards the mat, and then gentle pulses towards the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn all 10 toes to face the front of your mat. Walk your right foot in about halfway to the middle of your mat, coming into pyramid. Bring the left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over that left leg. You can keep that left knee straight. That's great. If not, just keep a soft bend in the knee. And really drop your head. Think about getting your knee towards your nose. No tension in the neck here. And keep shifting your right hips forward. Notice if you feel a deeper stretch when you do that behind the back of your left thigh. Bring the right hand to the floor or block the inside of your left foot. Bring your left hand to your low back. Slowly start to peel open to the left side. And then maybe you lift that left arm up. Look down at your feet. Bend your left knee. Step your right foot back a little bit more. Bring your right hand to the floor. Left arm up. Simple twist. And then bring both hands down to the floor. Step the left foot back to meet the right. High plank. And then set up for your side plank on the right side. Right hand to the center of the mat. You can bring your right knee down to the floor or keep it lifted. And then lift that left arm up to the ceiling. Wherever you are, keep pressing the hips away from your mat. Stay here for another 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath in. Exhale, bring both hands down to the floor. Step the right foot to meet the left and take your flow. Coming back into your downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Bring the right knee behind the right wrist. Come into your pigeon pose. So the right knee is behind the right wrist. Your right ankle is right behind your left wrist. Left leg reaches out long behind you, and then gently make your way down onto your mat, bringing your forehead to the floor. And just surrender yourself onto the mat here. Feeling all the feelings. Giving yourself permission and space to feel whatever it is you need to feel. Slowly walk your hands towards your knees. Come back into your downward facing dog. Bring the right foot to meet the left. Lift your left leg up. And bring the left knee behind the left wrist. Pigeon on the left side. Right leg is reaching out long behind you. The top of your right foot is pressing into the mat. And try to get that left shin a little bit more parallel to the front of your mat. You might need to shimmy it forward. And then slowly come down onto your forearms, maybe onto your forehead. Press into your palms, lift yourself up, and drop your left hip onto the floor. Swing your right leg forward. Bring the left foot into your right thigh, coming into your single leg extension. Flex the right toes towards your face. Reach your arms up. Inhale, and exhale, hinge forward at the hips. And then switch sides, bringing the right foot into the left thigh. Pulling the belly in as you reach the arms up overhead. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come back to a tall seat. Extend both legs out in front of you. Reach the arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Again, pulling the belly in towards the spine as you fold forward. Come back up to your tall seat. Reach your arms out in front of you and then slowly lower yourself down onto your mat. And then set yourself up for an inversion of your choice. You can come into waterfall, extending both legs up towards the ceiling, or you can come into shoulder stand. If you're near a wall, you can play with a headstand or handstand, up to you. Hug both knees into the chest. Lift your knees up towards your nose. Give yourself a really nice tight squeeze here. And then drop both knees over to the right side. Practice out your arms and gaze out over your left shoulder. Making sure to keep that left shoulder on the mat. Inhale, come back to center. Drop the knees over to the left side. Gaze out over your right shoulder. And then come back through center. Extend both legs out nice and long behind you. Bring your palms alongside your body, palms facing up to receive, setting up for your final resting pose. Take a breath in, open up your mouth, sigh it out. And come into your Shavasana. I'm going to share a reading with you from Thich Nhat Hanh, and it's called The River of Feelings. Our feelings play a very important part in directing all of our thoughts and actions. In us, there is a river of feelings in which every drop of water is a different feeling, and each feeling relies on all the others for its existence. To observe it, we just sit on the bank of the river and identify each feeling as it surfaces, flows by, and disappears. There are three sorts of feelings: pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral. When we have an unpleasant feeling, we may want to chase it away. But it is more effective to return to our conscious breathing and just observe it, identifying it silently to ourselves. Breathing in, I know there is an unpleasant feeling in me. Breathing out, I know there is an unpleasant feeling in me. Calling a feeling by its name, such as anger, sorrow, joy, or happiness, helps us to identify it clearly and recognize it more deeply. We can use our breathing to be in contact with our feelings and accept them. If our breathing is light and calm, a natural result of conscious breathing, our mind and body will slowly become light, calm, and clear, and our feelings will also. Mindful observation is based on the principle of non-duality. Our feeling is not separate from us or caused merely by something outside us. Our feeling is us, and for the moment, we are that feeling. We are neither drowned in nor terrorized by the feeling, nor do we reject it. Our attitude of not clinging to or rejecting our feelings is the attitude of letting go. If we face our unpleasant feelings with care, affection, and nonviolence, we can transform them into the kind of energy that's healthy and has the capacity to nourish us. By the work of mindful observation, our unpleasant feelings can illuminate so much for us, offering us insight and understanding into ourselves and to society. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, sigh it out. Start to deepen your breath, wiggling your fingers and toes. And gently roll over onto your right side. Bring your right arm overhead, creating a little pillow for your head and neck. And I just invite you today, give yourself permission to feel whatever it is you need to feel. You can feel happy right now amidst all this craziness. You can feel really happy, and that's wonderful. That's great. You can feel sad, you can feel tired, whatever it is you need to feel, just feel it. You owe that much to yourself. Allow yourself to feel what you have to feel. Slowly make your way up to a tall seat. Bring your hands to heart center. Keep your eyes closed. Press your thumb knuckles into your chest. Take another breath in. Breath out. The light in me honors the beautiful and unique light in each and every one of you. Thank you so much for sharing your time, your space, your practice with me. Namaste.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa.
It was so good to see you
Thank you,
all.
Lisa.
Nice to meet you, Jen.
Nice
I
to meet
feel like I've seen you before, Jen. I
Thank
don't know,
you,
maybe
Lisa.
I'm making it up.
Bye,
So,
everyone.
bye.
Thanks, Krista.
Take care. Bye, Rach.
Bye. Bye, Lisa. Missing
Bye,
you.
Krista. Miss you too. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy it. Bye-bye.
Bye, Lisa. Thanks.
Bye. Good to see you, Krista.
No, I'll text you later today.
All right, cool. Bye.